Now.
Okay, so we are now live.
Hooray!
Hey everybody, look, it's an Ollie.
Oh, hi.
It's an Ollie and not a Robin because Robin is having technical difficulties, but we don't want to keep you guys waiting, so we are going to just, start talking, and when Robin joins in, she will just join in.
Yep.
So, hi everybody.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Very long time on my end.
Yes, but we're happy to have Ollie back to talk to us about this book.
It's a book.
It is a book. Wait, no, I don't see Robin saying she's on, but I don't see a Robin.
It's a big fat liar.
Sorry, we might be doing that. Skipping back and forth.
Yeah.
Anyway, book.
Yes.
We read the thing.
Yes. I'm gonna hunt down a blurb. I know that people could just look it up their damn selves, but
and I'm assuming that pretty much everybody who's here has read the required reading for the discussion. So, I mean, we're probably about on the same page as far as what this fucking thing is about.
It's true, but I will read this here description for those who might check out the recap later.
The ones who listen after we put on.
The ones who are not here for reasons unknown.
Yeah, you losers.
Ship.
All right.
So we have Red Queen. This is Red Queen #1, of course, by Victoria Aveyard. All right, and
there's a Robin. Sorry,
Robin.
To interrupt, but I see a Robin. Yes. I don't hear a Robin.
Well, she's gonna have to wait. So, this book came out in February, so it's very recent. All right, here's our blurb. The poverty-stricken Reds are commoners, living under the rule of the Silvers, elite warriors with godlike powers. To Mare Barrow, so difficult to say, a 17-year-old red girl from the Stilts, capitals, it looks like nothing will ever change. Mare finds herself working in the Silver Palace, capitals, at the center of those she hates the most. She quickly discovers that, despite her red blood, she possesses a deadly power of her own, one that threatens to destroy Silver control. But power is a dangerous game, and in this world divided by blood, who will win? It's not us.
No, it's not us. Okay, before we get started, let's see if we can get a Robin.
Get a Robin.
Robin, can you hear us?
She just heard us talking, apparently.
Robin, blink if you can hear us.
Raise a finger.
We won't see you do this, but we appreciate the effort. I don't know what's going on.
Still dead, Jim.
Robin has a terrible computer, everybody, and this terrible computer does not want her to talk about this terrible book.
Maybe it is being nice to her.
Right? It's keeping her from this. I mean, it's not keeping her from the book, so I don't know what favors it could be doing her.
Yeah, being really mean to her in that regard. Being like, nope, you don't even get to talk about this. Tough shit.
Apparently not.
But alright. Let's see. Someone says can't see or hear anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if that's us or if they're talking about Robin or...
Gotcha.
We should be... Hold on, I'm going to check the stream.
Yes. We could have been just talking for nothing.
Oh, no. I mean, the stream seems to be working.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, it's working. She had to refresh it.
Right.
Okay, yay, it's working.
Yay!
Anyway, so I guess we will continue trying to work with Robin because she just fell out again.
All right. Well,
we'll figure it out.
So I was very excited that this one won.
Were you?
I was, because I have it. Legit think I have 3 copies of it.
Oh my god.
So it's going to go in the next bunch.
Apparently you and every bookstore who ordered it. Yeah, according to like the top review on Goodreads, it did not sell very well.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
not surprised.
That's super sad. Though, I
Is
always feel
it?
bad. No, yes, no. I always end up feeling like, even when I read a book and it's total bleh, I always end up feeling badly because like the author put a lot of effort, and publishers and dude, the fact that they sent me 3 copies.
Yeah,
Like,
they were really pushing it.
Oh, they were really behind this book.
Yeah, you know how they have like loot crates and stuff?
Yeah.
Apparently there's a YA crate for stuff like that, and the first video that I saw, like a video review of the crate, they sent out this book with a whole bunch of swag.
Oh, swag.
So, yeah.
Swag.
They were pushing it really hard.
What kind of swag?
I think there was like a crown and some book plates, that kind of shit.
Okay, of course. I was expecting there to be some kind of jewelry.
Yeah, well, I mean, that cover, right?
I
know.
That
cover is beautiful.
The cover totally caught my eye, not gonna lie.
Right.
Like, it's just, it looks so creepy and polished.
Right, and it's so, like, it has a definite vibe to it.
A murder, death.
Yeah, that, not so far present in the book. Like, this is not what I signed up for, Ollie.
I know. But look at that cover.
I know.
It's with blood covered. Drips.
With the nice, like,
crisp
font.
Yeah, it's very
colors.
And then like how there's the like bluish tint to the edge, and then the white in the middle. Like, I would love to see a crown in reversed for the second one that will probably never happen. Where it's like, I would love to see like the cover to the second book, and I'm saying the book that will never happen.
Oh no, that's already coming out. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Right, the book that doesn't exist. Got it.
No, it's not going to happen. But imagine like a gold crown with silver blood.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that could be interesting, especially if it were like the flashy kind of silver on like the paper copy.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Because I really want to see what the silver blood looks like beyond just like mercury or something.
You know what? I don't. I'm disgusted with that entire concept.
We'll probably get to the inanity. the complete unscientific disbelief. Like, can't you have other color blood, but definitely not silver? I'm not even questioning silver, but like, there are animals that have different colored blood than red.
I'm sure.
I think there's this shit up. We've got the internet.
But you know what's not pretty? Other kinds of blood that aren't silver. Silver blood is very pretty.
What if I had like black blood?
No, that's gross. That's oozy. I mean,
what about green blood?
You saw X-Men 2, right? Where Lady Deathstrike, is that her name?
Lady Deathstrike, yeah.
Okay, good. There's so many death whatnots. I can't even.
Not Lady Death, Lady Deathstrike.
Deathstrike, yes. She, where she gets pumped full of silver and then it comes out of her eyes. I feel like the author probably saw that and was like, "That's really pretty."
You look like you're bleeding like metal.
I mean, obviously, she knew about X-Men, right?
Right. So, presumably. Because let's take a look at that list of what the fuck they can do.
Oh, fuck off with that list, man.
Oh my god. I thought it was going to be simple.
Right? I thought there were like 5. Nope.
Yeah. No. And then it just kept going.
It kept going, and then there were some that she didn't even bother to describe. She's like, yeah, I'll make this shit up later, but it's not just this. Like,
they'll just leave the door open.
Yeah.
It feels like with the powers that it's just kind of... It feels like I could read this on, like, fiction press.
Yeah, no, you know what? It really does feel like somebody's, like, AU Hunger Games fan fiction. Like, where they just decided to mesh in, like, I'll put some X-Men in there. I'm definitely going to have some Hunger Games. I'm going to pull out the worst fucking fantasy princess cliche you could possibly fucking think of. I'm going to throw that in this dystopian shit.
Yeah, and just throw it in fucking dystopia. which is clearly the actual planet we live on.
Dude, I was so betrayed. I know. I was betrayed.
It reminded me of the Hunger Games.
Robin!
Oh, hi.
We didn't see you there.
Yeah. How long have you been, with the tape off your mouth?
For a while.
Oh.
We got ranting again.
To me, it's the Hunger Games and the Elite.
I didn't read that one.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Okay, you just saw the same thing I did.
Yeah. No, that is weird, and I don't want to think about it.
For me.
So, listeners who are not in the chat, Mariska just made a terrible, terrible comment about silver-colored periods are also strange. Yeah. No, yeah, they would be.
They would be, and gross. No, I don't want that, and I don't want to think about it.
And you're like, did I just like break a thermometer? Or am I a woman now?
What were you doing with the thermometer?
I don't know, but it broke.
I don't know how it happened, Doctor, but I ended up with mercury coming
One day,
so
when your body decides that it hates you, it shoves a thermometer inside.
And then you just bleed mercury for all
But once a
eternity.
month, you're gonna bleed mercury. It's just doubly awkward because now you've got mercury poisoning.
But you can't stop it. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mariska. You totally derailed our entire conversation. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I think the Hunger Games. Somehow, always back to the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah. No, but seriously, it really did feel like Hunger Games for, like, the first 3 chapters. Like, some stuff seemed, like, ported. I mean, there's a fucking capital, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the United States. So you can't really complain about that.
I'm not sure if it's the United States.
Well, you'll complain, but...
I mean, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's post-apocalyptic or at least dystopian. Like, I'm pretty sure this is actually categorized under dystopian.
So it has to be dystopian.
Wow, Robin, your computer, it hates you.
It does. You're chopping in and out. Anyway, we were talking about something related to Hunger Games. Oh yeah, sorry, my clock does that, and it's really loud. Yeah, you guys still there?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
here.
Good.
I've got nothing to say until I get over Mariska's comment.
Oh. Okay. Well, while you do that. So, this book is terrible? Yeah?
Stamp.
So
we're done. All right, good podcast.
I'm sorry. I mentioned it in the chat while we were preparing. I haven't been this angry at a book in a really long time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go on.
I started chapter 7 this afternoon. And before that, I was just like, whatever. You know, it's whatever. It's a book. Chapter 7 to chapter 10, I spent the last half of my day just mentally yelling at this book.
Children, if you would like to turn to page...
So the two of you have a different book description than what we read earlier?
No.
No, that's what I had.
Yeah.
No?
Why does that...
What do you have?
Yeah, my description's completely different.
Yes.
Really?
Good stuff.
Is it more accurate?
So far, yeah. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, so the description I have is Mare Barrow's world is divided by blood. Those with red and those with silver. Mare and her family are lowly reds, destined to serve the silver elite, whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mare steals what she can to help her family, so her best friend is conscripted into the army. She gambles everything to win his freedom. A twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where, in front of the king and all his nobles, she discovers a power of her own, an ability she didn't know she had, except her blood is red. To hide this impossibility, the king forces her into the role of a lost silver princess and betroths her to one of his own sons. As Mare is drawn further into the silver world, she risks her new position to aid the Scarlet Guard, the leaders of a red rebellion. Her actions put into motion a deadly and violent dance, pitting prince against prince and Mare against her own heart. From debut author Victoria Aveyard comes a lush, vivid fantasy series where loyalty and desire can tear you apart, and the only certainty is betrayal.
So, it feels like it's just giving way too fucking much information, and it lost me halfway through. No, and I've read, like, you know.
like all of that stuff.
Yeah, that description. You've been through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I had known about that description, I don't know that I would have even suggested this, because I don't know if I mentioned this, I fucking hate fantasy so much.
I understand this problem. I like urban fantasy a lot, but princes and princesses, and even though it says Red Queen, like, I don't know, I had hoped that it was not.
I thought I was cheating when I submitted this for the princess discussion, you guys.
I was hoping for an Alice in Wonderland reference. Bloody Red Queen.
I can see that. I can see that.
I thought it was metaphorical. I didn't think she would literally fucking get engaged to a prince.
Yep.
I guess that's karmic retribution?
Yeah, there you go. Smack! What's that?
You should have let me win.
Princesses.
I know. I
should have let me win.
Let you win?
Yeah, you should have let me win.
No, I'm happy for this. This is fantastic.
I'm glad you're happy.
Oh, your pain, it feeds me.
You'll have a lot of it, I suspect.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I like the soul of the dragon.
I've always been resurrected.
Yes. Your pain, it brought me back. Thank you. I like the Soul of the Dragon's comment about Mare has red blood. All anyone needs to do is scratch her.
Yeah. No.
That almost happened in the throne room during the engagement announcement.
Immediately.
Oh, you mean when the bitch scratched her, or almost scratched her? You know, the bitch.
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking about it now?
I mean, we have to hop all over on this place, but yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about how fucking apparently all women are evil in this world.
All of them, and that's
up to and including her mom and her sister.
That's doubly infuriating in a world where it's literally a dystopia, where the king just kills fucking peasants and but no, the women, them are super evil.
The women are even worse.
Ugh.
Like, at first reading the book, I'm like, we do, whatever. It's a book, it's fine. Oh, okay, there's a couple people with powers. I thought there were gonna be like 6 different powers.
Right.
But then I'm like, hold the fucking phone. Every woman in this book so far, and I had only gotten to Farley. And I'm like, every woman in this book is like, meh.
Angry at you.
I hate you, or I'm tough and angry about everything.
Right. I mean,
my angry uterus.
She has a heart-to-heart with her dad. Her best friend is a guy. The prince takes pity on her. The fucking guard, but no, all the women are bitches.
Oh, every fucking woman that they encounter.
Oh my god, I was so mad. I was like, not only have you tricked me into reading a fucking fantasy book, I was told this was a dystopian, but now you're throwing bitches at me.
Right? Why?
You know what? You know what's really infuriating is
Mhm.
that I could really like these characters,
Hmm.
like the queen who's such like a ruthless manipulator and has these cool powers. The girl Magneto,
Oh, the
like
girl Magneto's such a great fucking idea.
I know I could so get behind these characters, but no,
No.
it's a female heroine, so they're gonna be catty bitches the entire fucking book.
It's like, Evangeline, you won. You're marrying the prince. Clearly, we can see that the queen ultimately controls things. Like, prince has got a prince, but you get to come in and do shit. Like, all right, so the queen is ordered around by her husband a bit, but like, dude,
Oh no 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 no. Do
Oh,
you
no.
do you remember what she says?
When
Hold on, hold on. I highlighted it because
she,
it made me.
ooh, highlighting. I should have been doing that because I have 3 copies. No one's gonna care.
Oh, here we go. She says, but the king waves her off like he would a fly. She purses her lips and draws back, hands clasped tightly together. Serves her right. Serves her fucking right.
Oh, look, the king did the thing I wanted to do. He's cool.
Right. Yeah, the king dismisses his wife, serves her right, for being a
That's
bitch.
right. Yeah, that's what people say all the damn time. Oh, woman got what's coming to her. I swear to God, the women are gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. Senna,
Well, like I said,
why?
this book reminds me a lot of the Selection series.
I'm
Cecile
not
is
surprised.
Evangeline. Prince Cal is Maxon. Prince Maven is Aspen. Or you could also argue that her friend,
Kalorn.
Generic fantasy name.
Mm.
the guy
Full
who's being
dragon.
constructed could also be Aspen.
I didn't realize Evangeline was blonde. I imagined her with black hair.
I thought she was described as black haired. Like her whole family was dark haired, I think.
Are they the ones with white hair?
I don't
Kelron.
know. I don't know. I also imagined her with dark hair, but I might have just added that in.
Yeah. Meh.
Yeah,
And the one
I don't
person of
think they
color.
specified. They were too busy on the leather and the metal studs. In the
she's
clothes.
not like those other girls because she doesn't wear a dress. And when she does wear a dress, it's made of fucking metal somehow. That's got a fucking pinch, okay? Chainmail bikinis, man, they're not practical.
All right, hold on. Chainmail bikinis. If they're made with both the chainmail of the metal kind and the rubber kind, they're totally fine.
No,
They
okay.
Move and curve.
If you line them with something, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know how this fucking chainmail dress is working out.
I think that'd just be heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. But she has to wear metal because she's Magneto, get it? But yeah, I'm not surprised Robin's picking up hints of Selection because this is the most generic fucking book. It's like, I know it's...
I haven't read Selection. Is that the one where the girl is like in a bachelorette world thing? Okay.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Selection. I haven't read Selection, but it reminded me, conceptually of that, Hunger Games. It's a lot of pawn. I was getting serious pawn vibes off this.
Okay, the Ami Carter one?
Yeah.
Right, with the whole, now you must pretend.
Yeah.
Your life depends upon it!
You, by chance, just happen to end up as princess of a kingdom. Now you have to pretend to be that princess or whatever. Yeah, it's just, it feels so cobbled together from other things. But yeah, was expecting a dystopian. I was prepared for bad dystopian, right? But then we got horrible contrived fantasy, and I wasn't prepared for that kind of awful. I wasn't prepared, and I was so betrayed.
Now, in the beginning, when Mare has gone with her sister to the city, the nearby city, I thought it was maybe gonna go kind of birthmarked. You know, where it's like, oh, where are the outskirts, and then here's like the fancy place, and now shit's gonna happen. But
no, it's too much like the Selection.
Yeah, it was like you get to go home.
Go into a lot of detail. I can go into a lot of detail of how this book is similar to the selection. And basically, if you've read this,
I would like a Venn diagram. If you could.
I'm gonna need a
Venn diagram.
10-paragraph essay.
Comparing and contrasting.
With citations.
Yep, definitely. I will need an opening statement, a closing statement.
You'll have to have a chart, a graphic in there. But yeah, no, and to go from like that very like poor Hunger Games-y type opening into what feels a lot like kind of gratuitous opulence porn in a dystopian is doubly infuriating.
Yeah, and I would like to see more, like, moving on. I don't expect it, but I would like to see just... Okay, let me put it this way. I don't expect them to keep her in character being like, are you fucking shitting me? This alone would feed my family for a year. The cost of this fucking shoe. Oh my god, look at all this food, look at how much you're wasting. Like,
right.
I want to see a poor girl disgusted with classism and the rich who don't fucking get it. I don't want to see them and have her go, well, it's true, life is tough for them. Like, no.
Right, that sympathy for the prince thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Yeah.
If she stays at that level, which I don't think she will, sweet. But I don't believe in it.
No, I think the other thing was that you start out with like this dystopic thing, and then you turn it into a fantasy thing where all you have to do is replace the king and everything's better.
No, you have to replace the queen and everything's better.
Right, because the queen's a bitch.
Yep.
But, I mean, they definitely have those vibes, right? Because, huh?
The future queen is also a bitch.
Right, because she's a woman and she's not the protagonist. But, I mean, you have that in Cal, right? Like, oh, Cal understands. He gave me money. He was so nice. He gave me a job.
Right.
Like, there's definitely not, like, overthrowal happening here. This is strictly a replace the monarch situation.
Mm-hmm. And then we have this rebellion with the Scarlet Guard.
Yeah, which was also in the selection.
Was it?
It was also in Pawn. There was the Black Coat Rebellion. That's the name of the series.
Oh.
So here's a fun little similarity. The reason that the selection decides to go with girls who are commoners is to remind the people that sorry, I got distracted by the last comment. Soul the Dragon. The idea is that if you take a princess who is originally a commoner, it's going to make the people happy to be poor. They're going to be less likely to rebel, which is kind of the theory of the Reds not rebelling against the Silvers because there's a person who was raised red on the throne.
Right. It's like, you know, pull
Very
yourself over
similar.
your bootstraps, American Dream type bullshit. Yeah, no. That's like Dystopia 101. I feel like you could go somewhere really interesting with that. And when they did, you know, bring up the whole...
I know is dark hair, but I'm on the color of Evangeline, but Evangeline's black hair.
I have no idea. And like the only time when I felt slightly less angry while I was reading that chunk was when they were talking briefly about how they were intentionally going to turn it into like a Cinderella story to manipulate people. I was like, oh, okay, that could be interesting. But then they still had that horrible contrivance to get her there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you can't do that and then also eat your cake. Like, one or the other, man.
And there's still a lot of questions that they haven't answered about this plan of theirs that I don't think are going to get answered. I could be wrong, but I don't think they will.
I would love to hear your questions, please.
Yes, what are your questions, Robin?
Because I'm sure we all have the same ones.
What is the point in making her queen? They are saying that it's to try or princess. They're saying it's to kind of ward off the rebellion. But my question is, if they had let her escape or if they had killed her, why not let it happen? What would have happened if they had killed her?
Well, they pull that bullshit, like, because people were watching and apparently they care.
They will have questions. Yeah, it's true. It would have been very easy for them to pull something like, she was killed when she was escaping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or actually kill her when she's escaping. As opposed to, crap, we need some ridiculously convoluted plan.
We need a reason for her to be in pretty dresses.
Marry her to our second son. He doesn't matter.
Right. This is totally the best solution that we could come up with. Everybody pat yourself on the back. We can all go home now.
Good job, good job. Go to the banquet.
Yeah.
Also,
this mysterious
I want him to be gay. I want that to be his issue with her beyond anything. To just be like, yeah, I gotta marry you, and I was really kind of in love with this other dude.
No, because then there couldn't be a love triangle.
Bleh.
Duh. Quadrangle.
I forgot.
You forgot you're reading YA, Ollie.
I so forgot.
Sorry, Robin. What were you saying?
Question 2. So this Red walks into the palace and has magical powers, and we don't wonder if her family might also have powers. In fact, we just forget about her family, just say fuck them and not worry about, oh, wait, there's another Red out there who might have a magical ability if she does.
Shit, son.
Maybe we should make her entire family royalty.
That would be great if that were, like, actually the solution. They're like, no, guys, we have to do it because one of them might also have powers. Just bring them all to the palace.
Bring them in. It's good. It's good. They're all related. We actually, I'm going to go with, clearly they're from a family of Silvers who had the ability to change their blood red so that they could hide from persecution from the Reds and blend in.
I would love that because then it would be like rednecks in
literal.
Yeah, like yes, in the beautiful like upper class world, and then it would be like a terrible comedy instead of whatever the fuck this is going to turn out to be.
Oh God, being like, Madam, you're wearing your undergarments. These are pants. No, madam. No, this is improper.
Yes, if it just turned into a 90s comedy, class comedy, I would be fine with that at this point, honestly.
At this point, if you just fucking dump all of your princess fantasy dystopian bullshit and go, forget it. Comedy.
Yes. If they have a snooty butler, named some snooty British name. Oh, by the way, the fucking names in this book. What? What even? There's her brother named Shade. Her brother named Trammy, whatever, that I keep reading as something much worse.
Oh, I know, right?
Right?
Every fucking time I'm like,
Like, why would you name him that?
Why do you do this to me?
Yeah, no, like, oh God, stop.
Jissa would, like, have been better name for the main character. I feel that it's like more distinct as opposed to Mare Barrow.
Yeah, a mare is a horse. There's a female horse.
Of course.
He's just breeding stock.
I like how Rob was like.
Stock.
I like how Rob was like, mare is a horse.
Yep, she's just breeding stock.
I mean, maybe it's an allusion to Mary, like, British Queen Mary. I don't know. Bloody Mary. It's a dumb name.
You're going way too, you're being too nice.
Am I giving this book too much
credit? Too much credit. That's the word.
I'm sorry. You're right. Mare is just a stupid name.
The best thing that I can think of is that Mare is a horse.
It is. It's a horse. I keep, like, when you say it out loud, Mare Barrow, it's like mayor.
Or, like, wheelbarrow or bone marrow. Like,
yeah, all of these things are stupid.
it sounds dumb. It's a dumb name. Why did you do it?
You're too dumb. Magical version of Blackadder. Yes. Yes, Soul of the Dragon. That's what we need it to be.
I have not seen that, but I have no doubt that it would be better than this.
Oh, you need to watch. You need to.
I probably will.
Yes.
It's on Netflix.
Do it now. Stop reading and just go do it.
I know, right? I kind of wanted to.
Very, very funny men.
Yeah. Sorry, I highlighted a bunch of stuff, but most of it is just like bitches. So. Bitches. There was one thing I thought that did work, and that is the whole X-Men thing. Mm-hmm. I do feel like that works better as a metaphor for like rich people than it does for oppressed people like the X-Men are in the comics.
Right.
Because
the idea of you're special.
Well, not even that, but just like the idea that you have all of these powers, it is much easier for you to like hold people down.
Dude, look at fucking Girl Magneto.
Right. I think somebody mentioned in a chat or a post on Tumblr or something that vampires worked better as a metaphor for like the soul-sucking rich than they do as like an oppressed people, because they actually have powers and they're actually dangerous. And I feel like flipping that to make the X-Men the evil dystopic bad guys was a good idea. Probably the only one in this book.
It was a good idea, but your follow-through was terrible. You did not stick that landing.
No, you just like too much shit, too
much.
ambitious.
Why?
That's necessary.
Can we talk about the part where not only do they each have like super special names like Telkies and Nymphs, but they also have houses.
Right, and colors.
And colors.
Sorting everybody everywhere you can possibly sort them.
What?
That's medieval, dystopian kind of thing. Medieval.
Oh, like
that's what they were actually called in the 1500s. Instead of families, it was the house of.
Yes.
And
but,
so were the colors.
Couldn't they have just been like, we are house nymph or whatever, and then have their colors, as opposed to whatever the fuck the names are.
The names that nobody cares about.
Well, they always named the houses differently than their actual last name for whatever reason back then, too. So she might have been trying for authenticity.
Maybe.
I'm giving her the benefits of that crap.
Instead, it just ended up equally as confusing.
It's too much. You have most books have like one way to classify people, like, you know, Divergent, you're in this group, just the one group, and it's dumb, but whatever. So this has like your power, but also your house, and also you've got a color.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. I like also Dear Soul of the Dragon commenting about weird names being a thing in dystopian YA and asking, what's wrong with, I don't know, Jill?
Jill's not a super special snowflake name. That's what's wrong with Jill.
But in that world, it could be.
Maybe if you spelled it with a Y, it would be fine, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mariska.
Jillian, perhaps. Gyllenhaal. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then her nickname would be like Jilly or something. I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yep.
Fuck. What was it? There was something I was thinking about just a minute ago, and I lost it.
Stupid powers.
Oh. That.
Jilla Monster?
her name is
Jilla Monster, Ollie.
Yeah, Jilla Monster.
So while we were still doing like the Hunger Games thing, huh?
Yeah, we get that in the selection. There's nothing but that in there.
I don't even know what she's saying.
Next note.
I don't know either. It sounds like word salad.
Sounds like you've got words just falling out of your mouth, Robin.
Well, isn't that how you normally talk? With words falling out of mouth?
You're still doing it. Look at that.
There's got to be space between them, though.
Anyway, Cinna was saying a thing.
But
Not if you're silver.
Oh my god! I'm flipping this table.
We don't have that button. So I'm gonna keep talking. Fuck you, Robin. So while we were doing the Hunger Games thing, before I had any inkling that this was a fucking fantasy book, we got to that point where she met the dude, and I still didn't get it. And then she got summoned to the palace, right? And they're like, oh, the prince is meeting his queen. And I was like, no. No, it couldn't. And then they're like, oh, and the queen, you picked the queen by demonstrating, like, the greatest power. And I was like, no. Stop. We can see where this is going 2 miles away. You wouldn't do that, would you? And then she did it.
Her hair and batted her eyes and in other words, she looked absolutely ridiculous.
No, and you could so tell too. Like, you're just going, "Yep, it's gonna be Cal." Why can't he actually just be someone who works there? Why?
Right.
Why you gotta be?
Well, as soon as we ran into him outside the store, I knew it was going to be the prince.
I didn't think it was that kind of book, Robin.
It could have just been that he was a silver, like, because clearly he looked at her and was like, "Whoa, why are you thieving his shit? This doesn't make any sense. Aren't we really, like...
We're fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Hello?"
No, I knew immediately he was the prince. I'm like, oh, there's the prince. That's how she becomes princess. Yay!
See, I knew nothing about any prince involved in this.
I didn't either. Again, I thought it was metaphorical. I thought I was cheating. I wasn't. Yeah, and then but when you think about the contrivances that have to happen for all of this to take place.
Oh my god, it's like the day that all of this shit is happening too.
It's in one day.
I know.
The girl has to get her hand broken. She has to then sulk off and meet the prince, and she just has to happen to meet the fucking prince.
Yeah.
And pickpocket from him, and he has to not fucking kill her.
Right? He has to be like, "Oh my gosh.
I feel your pain.
You need
I want to hear your story."
This book would be completely different.
Oh, this is so far from reality. Like, it's the other thing. I don't believe a goddamn thing that's happening in this book. I don't believe it. No, there's no suspension of disbelief anywhere. No. Like, all of this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if their first Friday ended up being like the queen off that they had there, and then she's running from the guards because she just stole something and they caught her, and she runs into the pit, and that's how they find out she has powers.
Robin has made it better in the course of like 2 seconds.
You did, and you saved us so much shit.
Yeah, because it would have been like, oh, fuck. That's why all of the boats have been going upriver all the goddamn like month, because they were doing this thing.
And it also explained why they had to kill her, because it wasn't just silver to Solar, it was also the Reds.
Yeah, right? I think that I'm now really fucking mad about the fact that there was this Friday thing, and then the next day was Queen's Trial. Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why separate that shit?
And so she met the prince, she bitched it, she had to give the prince her life story, even though there was no reason for her to do that.
She just felt really, like, safe with him.
She just felt like she could trust him. He had such kind eyes.
She thought he was just a commoner like her because, he gave her a coin that would have kept her off the streets for a couple of months.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense there. I don't see the logic.
He then had to go out of his way to get her a job. She then had to serve she had to be assigned to that particular occurrence, the Queen's Trial.
Oh, and be in that particular fucking box.
Yes, it had to be her turn in fucking line, and she had to be in the box that the girl decided to fuck with. and then she had to fall out and have magical superpowers.
Yeah.
This is such horse shit. No, but how can anybody possibly
Horse apples.
believe this?
It's way too many
I don't understand it. It's so contrived.
Coincidences are supposed to make the situation worse for the character, not better in a worse way.
Where?
Oh, the coincidences have to be bad?
Oh, as opposed to good.
The
Gotcha.
coincidences have to lead to a worse situation for the character, not for a better one.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise, why even bother? Like, if you're just going to magic author shit in.
But now you're just kind of writing fluff, and this is clearly a book that you were like, cool, I have cut my teeth on how to make a story.
Right, and then you don't publish it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't get a really pretty cover that makes people want to read your crap book.
It's so pretty.
Does anything about Mare's personality seem consistent?
No.
Oh,
Other than the anger.
Can we talk about the anger though? Because like right in the middle of my epileptic, my brain busting thing was going on, she woke up in that cell and started mouthing off to the fucking queen.
Oh my god, right?
Like,
and then she's
no.
like, what am I doing?
She said it, and then she was like, no, I can't say that. It's like, well, you fucking
that.
did, didn't you?
You have this problem where your inner monologue is your outer monologue, and your outer monologue is your inner monologue.
But you
Maybe
know
you
what,
should shut your mouth.
you know what it is, though? It's the author being like, oh, all YA protagonists have to be snarky, even snarky in the face of a situation where they would never be snarky.
Like, maybe you would be snarky for 1 second, and then you'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna just not talk now. I woke up and I was angry and in pain, and I said some shit I shouldn't have. I would like to apologize.
She continues to do it. She mouths off to the queen. She mouths off to the guard. She mouths off to the king. And
the only one she doesn't mouth off to is Evangeline, right?
Right. I don't think she says
Great
anything
of her.
to Evangeline. Yeah.
I don't think she said anything to Evangeline or to Cal, really, that was snarky.
Well, no,
No,
because
he's
perfect. Cal.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But if you notice, except for the bitchy queen bitch,
It's like a dance.
they all respected her for her snark, which is like one of the tropes that I can't do it.
If I was in this world, first off, I'd be sad.
Right.
But if I was in this world and I was the queen, and I'm the motherfucking queen and I can read your fucking mind.
We'll be running for the hills.
Well, that. But like I wouldn't feel proud of her or anything. And then even if I was a goddamn guard, who, let's just point out here, I'm a silver and I'm a fucking guard. Awesome. And this girl mouthed off to me, I would fucking backhand her.
So, yeah, no, that kind of shit gets you killed.
Yeah, if this world is as bad as she's saying it is.
Right, and you know what it is the protagonist is acting like she's a protagonist.
Yeah.
You know, like she knows she has a protagonist armor, because, you know, anybody...
I've got plot armor.
Anybody in that situation where you are facing off with people who consider you subhuman
You don't even
and
know what
have
happened.
no problem hurting you,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm not going to provoke you because you could kill me. Maybe if she was like, had a suicidal death wish, I would believe her being snarky, but she clearly wasn't, because she instantly regretted it, but kept doing it because you have to have a quip in there, because that's how protagonists act.
Yeah.
She seemed fine with the idea of her conscription coming up until
In
her
retrospect. Oh, yeah.
boyfriend
Her
showed up
mandate.
and went, I'm going to be conscripted, and she's like, oh shit, no, we can't do that. And I'm like, weren't you just fine with this a few pages ago, like a half a page ago?
I don't
And then
care
she's trying to
about
be
my
safe, and
life.
then she's grateful that Cal saved her life, even though earlier she was fine with being conscripted. Her entire family's been conscripted. Why not?
That's true.
How is this consistent?
That's true. And then 2 minutes later, when she's the Red Princess or whatever, she's like, oh, I wish I could be conscripted.
I'm never happy with anything.
I hate you so much. I hate this chick. I really, she's terrible. And just like the shit on top of the shit sandwich is the misogyny. You know?
Yes.
It would have been bad without it, but with that on there, it's just like you're just slapping me in the face every time she talks.
Why? Why they got a girl hate? Why?
Well, you know, the one good thing about the selection process is that America at least points out the problems with the upper society, whereas Mayor's just kind of like, oh, you think so, huh? Well, this is what I think, and you're a piece of crap, so there.
Also, you're a girl, so...
Right. Yeah, so America is going, you know, the reason people are stealing it because they're starving America. But Mayor, on the other hand, is going, yeah, like, I'm going to let you tell me what to do.
Like I've let you do my whole life until now, apparently.
Well, no, that's the thing, right? Because she immediately is like, oh, I have to play this role because reasons. And
I are such a good actress, too.
To the point, yeah, she is instantly, you know, like, oh, my face is a mask and nobody can tell what I'm feeling. But she's also like, I'm totally fine with being an asshole to Reds now because it's my cover. Like when they're trying to take her earrings and she's like, no, leave the earrings, and she starts to apologize. She's like, no, I'm in character, I can't apologize. Like, why? They already know what you are.
Yeah, and also like, can't you just be like, okay, so I've learned these things. I didn't grow up in a Red family and treat them like crap just 'cause.
Right, that too. I mean, they expect her to be, I would expect that they would expect her to be like a fucking Red.
Barbarian. Isn't it quaint?
Right,
like,
and... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just thinking like Tarzan, basically.
Yeah. Like, she's their, like, pet distraction.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it so funny? Look how she does things. She uses her hands, darling.
You know, I hear they don't bathe. No.
They don't even have indoor plumbing.
Right, and and she just automatically decides that her part means that she can't be nice to Reds, which is counterproductive to the whole rebellion thing.
You want the Reds to be like, we love you.
Right, and just like to the theme of the book, right, where you don't really want the main character being an asshole to the oppressed people.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, and again, oppressed people in quotation marks because they're all white people. Because when we have dystopian, like, oppression metaphors, we can't actually have them be about, like, the people who are experiencing that sort of thing now. No. Then you know, it's... I read the thing once where they said dystopian books are where things that are happening to people of color right now happen to white people.
In dystopians?
Yes. That's what makes it a dystopian. So, yeah, it's... I really feel like kind of offended on behalf of dystopia because dystopians are there to make social commentary. That's like the whole point. It's a dystopia.
Yeah.
And using it as just like a tweak for your setting for this story where you're demonstrating that you don't really understand the problems that you're trying to talk about.
Right. They don't even seem to matter, really.
Yeah, no, it's set dressing.
Mhm.
So
it's erasure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, her father is disabled, and that's the one thing.
Yeah, that's like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Because war does that,
Right.
guys.
Yes. Yeah, and it turns out it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing with the father, I'm just wondering how much research she's done on losing lungs, because he has 2 lungs, he only needs half of one to live off of.
Well, he has that, like, a machine in there.
But he's got one machine for 1 lung, and he's got a regular lung, so he's fine.
Dude, you're totally cool. It's all good. Don't run.
I like how Robin's like, he doesn't need all of his lungs.
What you crying about? You still got 1 lung.
I mean, it's tragic that he might only have 1 lung, but that's all he needs to survive. You can live off of a half a lung.
I've missed you, Robin.
So,
tragic,
I'm not getting the point here.
No, and
at the same time,
Robin, do you know someone who only has half a lung?
Yeah.
Okay, because you sound very like, I will cut you. He's fine.
My grandfather was in a major car accident. He lost both halves of 2 different lungs. Well, he lost the half of both lungs.
I know what you meant.
So he was down to basically 2 halves of a lung. And then I've had friends who've had lung cancer, or who had what's it called? Who only had like 5% lung capacity.
Okay.
And they've all survived on those.
And look at them, still breathing.
Yeah, they're still living, and they didn't need a machine to keep him living. I mean, their life is not the same as it would be with 2 lungs, but there was no need for the machine in the first place.
Yep, steampunk lung. Yeah, it's... you were correct, Robin, but it's cooler for him to have a mechanical lung. That way you can hear, like, the rattling, and you get the poignant...
Oh my god, we can maybe say it's a steampunk world.
Well, then give him a metal arm, or a metal leg, or, something a little cooler than a lung.
Now you want his... You want his war scars to be cool? Steampunk lung available for $29.95.
You're so terrible, Robin.
No, it's... alright,
so giving him a disability just to be cool, make it something where it's realistic for him to need it.
No, I don't think it's just to be cool. My real question with the lung problem was that I don't really understand how he lost a lung but didn't die.
That's a good question.
Because, like, maybe I missed it, but I don't know how in war you would need to have 1 lung removed, not die in the field, because I'm assuming they don't give much of a shit about their soldiers, like, in that way.
Yeah, they probably don't. The only thing that I could think of, but they don't explain it in the book, you are correct on that, would be, like, something fell on him, or something pierced his lung, so he was bleeding into his lung, which takes a while to die from, because you're basically
these are
having
the questions that are not answered.
Yeah.
Right.
So
these are the kind of questions that Robin is answering for us.
Thank you, Robin.
So he could be like bleeding into his lung, which takes a while to die from. So by the time they got him to safety, he conscious, but they were able to pull out his bad lung and put in the good lung.
I love how Robin's just going on in the background.
And I talked to a lot of
how long it takes to die from a lung injury.
Medical people do.
You don't have to justify yourself. It's awesome.
So that's the only thing that I can think of, and I really don't know why he would be in a. What would have happened so that way only he started bleeding in his lung, where his lung got crushed, and he
Yeah.
didn't die immediately. But
I would have been happy to
only
hear whatever the
realistic
story
thinking.
is on that one.
I don't
Also,
know.
I would have been super happy if the mom had gone to war and had problems.
Right, no.
Well, I don't
But
even know what the mother does.
She complains. She
What does
wants
the mother or the
better
father?
for them. She doesn't want her to be a thief, and she loves her daughter Jissa because she's gonna save us.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the parents do to earn money, because right now it just seems like all the kids earn all
Yeah,
the
no,
money.
that's what I got from it, was that, like,
yeah, I think that's the entire point.
yeah, is that the mom is a housewife and the dad is, you know, he's dealing with, okay.
And their kids are
Problem.
sacrificing their lives in war.
Yep.
Another thing that I found interesting was he's not able to go outside. At least he won't admit it. And yet her BFF said something along the lines of, well, he made sure his sons knew how to survive in war. How in the hell do you do that if you have one lung and can't leave the house?
Well, he could have had it happen, you know, within the past 5 years or so.
I don't know. I got the impression it had been longer, but then she doesn't do a great job of. I mean, there's no real like grounding or history here. It's just she tells you what you need to know for the story to roll along.
Oh yeah, again, it feels like you're reading it chapter by chapter on Fiction Press, and they're discovering the world as they tell it to you.
Yeah. And
she didn't go back and rewrite it to make it make more sense or answer more
Yeah.
of those questions. Of course, we could be given these answers later on, but I have my doubts.
But we've read like 100-some pages.
We've read
Yeah.
1/4 of this book.
These are not necessarily questions that need to be answered later, because they're things like, your plan seems half-formed. You're moving forward with it anyway, I see.
Well, there's other ways that she could pull it in anyway. She could go like how many people did they have to bribe to keep them quiet about the fact that the general that she's supposedly from never actually brought her kid to war?
Well, and
because
also,
all they would have to do is go to the father and go, hey, did you take this kid?
well, he's dead.
Well,
Yeah, he's
no.
Yes.
How much would they have to do? Whoever was with the general at the time, did the general ever bring his daughter to war? No. Okay,
No.
well then, we're going to do this investigation here.
Robin, it was his wife that would had to have been there. Because presumably there was no child until, like, the way it's set up, it sounds like the lie they're telling is that the man and his wife or lover or something
died together on the same day, and the child survived.
And the child survived, but the child, like, could have been days or weeks old.
But this happened 16 years ago. She's 17. That doesn't work. She would have been at least a year.
I think that they just forgot how to math.
Wait, what? Say that last part again, Rob?
This supposedly all happened 16 years ago. Mare is 17 years old, so she would have had at least been a year.
Is she 17? I thought she was going to be 17 in a few months. Where
No, she's 17. She gets conscripted in 18.
Yeah, she's like 18 soon.
Okay.
But you know what? That's fine. If he died 16 years ago, you just say, girl, lie about your age now.
It's that simple.
They haven't told her to do that yet.
Well, it's not just like the people who were around the general, presumably at that time. It's also the people in the castle who fucking know that she's a red.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are putting on her makeup.
Yeah, right?
The guards who captured her even. I mean, a lot of people are in on this secret, and I have a hard time believing none of them would ever talk.
I'm half expecting one of the nymphs to drown her and to dump a bucket of water on her, and there goes all her makeup.
That would be so exactly in line with what I would expect out of this book. Just be like, and then we're gonna pour water on her. And we'll smear her makeup and realize that she has more makeup than we thought. Also, why was she wearing red makeup? Like, why did she want to look like a red before? Ugh.
I love how they apparently have makeup that does this also, by the way.
Red's hanging around.
Yeah, because that is obviously an important part of reds. It's like you want to be able to like disguise a red as a silver, right? That's totally in line with what we've been told about the world.
And perhaps like it's like a woman who is already pale making herself look more pale, but it really shouldn't do the level that supposedly it's doing.
Yeah, because it sounds like it was made specifically to like do what it's doing. It like or the way I read it was that it was like some sort of manufactured makeup that changes your like the appearance of your blood flow or something. But that might just be what I read into
also,
it.
question.
Well, if you wear enough makeup, like a geisha, or wear it heavy enough, then you can't tell what color your skin is, even if you do blush.
Geisha?
Geisha?
Geisha.
But you can tell when somebody's wearing like geisha level makeup.
Yeah. I am not disagreeing there, but there would be that possibility there. So I don't know. Are the silvers that white that they could be wearing geisha makeup and no one would notice?
They must look like robots.
I mean, obviously we're just on like train. Who cares? Because this is because I said so, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, they have it because they need to have it. Okay, we're done.
Another question. She falls into the pit. Her clothes are burning, but she still has clothes on when she comes out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was wondering if they were going to do that, if they were going to be like, oh, she's naked.
That would have been awesome. I'm like, hey, you are naked on public television.
I can tell you're a natural brown-haired girl. You don't dye your hair.
Oh, the hair thing, by the way.
Robin comes right back to pubic hair.
Oh, wow. I was totally not even listening to that. Thank you for updating me.
You are welcome.
The whole thing where, like, her hair is gray but not at the roots.
What the fuck is that even?
How does that happen?
It doesn't work that way, guys.
She's wrong.
It really doesn't. Like,
why do you have to be a special snowflake?
When you get stressed, you do get more gray hair, but it comes in at the fucking top. Because it's where your hair grows. You don't just lose color out of the bottom of your hair. That's dumb.
Yeah. She's rogue.
No.
Rogue.
I do feel like they didn't quite glamorize her weird hair color that much. I think it was meant to be like unattractive, which is fine, but that's not how gray hair works.
Maybe it's because of her like electrical abilities.
Well, no, because she said everybody else in her village gets it too.
Oh.
Yeah. But at her age, at 17, no matter how stressed you are, I don't see how that's possible. Especially since she doesn't seem to at work or go to school, she goes and steals things.
Right.
What's so stressful about that?
I mean, it is stressful, but yeah, it's weird and whatever. It's dumb, and that's not how hair works.
No, it's not. So, on the topic of the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to me, you kind of can't hide a couple things, like if your eyes are bloodshot.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're right, blood vessels in your eyes.
And like your fingernails, you can see the color a little bit underneath them.
Yeah.
But it's improper to look at her hands, She's a princess.
Unless she's wearing goddamn gloves and sunglasses. Somebody's gonna notice.
But you notice that no one who is special, no one who is silver has hair colors that's black, white, yellow. It's not gray at the bottom and brown on the top. How do you explain that to people? Unless she dyed her hair too.
Well, no, she was saying that, like, or they were saying she comes from 2 different families, so I'm sure people can.
Well, and they're not trying to hide the fact that she lived in the stilts. Like, that's a condition that she supposedly got from living her life. It's not like a genetic thing. Plus, they probably, I think she mentioned them doing something to her hair. They probably cut it, because that's what she said other people did to disguise the color, yeah.
They could also put nail polish on her fingers.
That's true.
That's true. They didn't mention this. But you really can't stop the eyes.
Right, and they probably were not thinking about her fingernails. Like, when she was writing this. I'm actually kind of impressed that they addressed the flushing problem at all, honestly.
No, because the flushing problem is apparently, like, happening constantly in this book.
Right. Everybody turns white because that's how they flush, because they have silver fucking blood, literally.
Because they're royals and they've never been propositioned by anyone ever or been in embarrassing situations ever because, they're too high up to be
they're very proper, Robin. By the way, silver blood.
Yeah, but I would imagine even in royalty.
No, I was being sarcastic. You were correct. But yeah. So we're a quarter of the way through and it's already fuck off. Anybody have any thoughts? Because we do kind of need to wrap it up. We're 20 minutes over. Anybody have any thoughts or predictions about what's going to happen? Any last things that they want to talk about before we sign off?
She keeps being a bitch. Cal keeps going, ooh, I like you. And
no, I'm not really getting the ooh, I like you.
The mother and the father.
Huh?
We didn't hear you, Robin.
I said that she continues to be a bitch. Cal keeps sneaking over her and pretending to not like her. They eventually kill the mother and the father off, and they become king and queen.
That's your prediction?
Yep.
I disapprove of your use of the word bitch, but
In what way? What would be a more appropriate word?
How about she keeps
a jerk?
Yeah, being a jerk or any girl hate.
Yeah, you don't have to use gendered slurs, Robin.
Bastard.
Yeah, I mean that's a different gender slur, but it's fine.
Jackass.
Also acceptable. Asshole, douche. No one cares. Yeah, so this is your prediction. They're going to kill off the mom. They're not going to kill off the mom and dad in this book.
Probably not.
It's
Probably
a trilogy.
not this one, but maybe later on in the book, in the series. That's what they did in the selection. They killed off the king and the queen during a raid.
And then they fixed it by installing a new monarch. Oh, fuck off. What about you, Ollie?
My prediction is that there's going to be far too many types of mutants. That we're going to constantly be getting new ones whenever she feels like this will be neat in this chapter. We're going to continue to have problems where all of the women are cast in evil lights. All of the dudes are going to be perfect. Robin's description had said something about prince against prince.
Oh, yeah.
That really frustrates me because it had not had that vibe yet. So, can't just have brothers who are,
No, because they're going to be vying for her affections, probably. I did peruse some Goodreads reviews this afternoon, and they did seem to imply that Very love triangle.
Oh, why?
Yep.
She should
Yeah.
just. Ugh. Anyway. And I want to see this whole Scarlet Guard thing become anything. It's a quarter of the way through the book. We've seen it mentioned once. They've done a terrorist attack as far as the Silvers are concerned. And what the fuck? What are you going to do? You're probably going to become part of it.
Yeah, they keep alluding to them having done something worse.
Yeah. It's like, what? The king and queen are fine. The princes are here.
Yeah, so we'll see. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I predict continued inappropriate opulence porn. Super, super inappropriate in a dystopian, guys. This is not the place for that. And yeah, love triangle stuff. I will honestly I hate all of these tropes so much that I don't want anything to happen. I want something completely. I want a different book.
We will not see her practice her magic. She'll just magically be able to do it when she needs it.
Right. It's plot convenience magic.
Oh, plot convenience magic. We shall see.
Soul of the Dragon. I think that's a question, or maybe they're just stating their preferences. But I am curious, you guys, Team Cal or Team Maven?
Cal's already the winner. You can already tell.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, that is the saddest part, is that it's like, it's clear that no matter what happens with Maven, she's already like, but you saved me.
Right.
I want to be able to be Team Mare. You know, I want to be able to be Team Farley, you know, Scarlet Guard, let's go. I want Maven to have a huge crush on / secret love with Lucas. I want Cal to be like, Evangeline, you're kind of being an asshole. Quit it. And I want Mare to just do her own thing. I don't want anyone to fall in love with anyone.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Come out of the fight, and he starts cheering Mare when she starts to win, and that pisses off Evangeline even more.
I was going to say, just as Mariska typed that in, I am also Team Female Magneto.
Yes!
And Team Queen.
Yes.
I really, oh my god, dude. I saw that they were having like a female power contest to be the queen, and I was like, I want this, but I want this to just be a book where there's a badass Lady Magneto and a badass queen, and they're doing cool shit, and it's not about dumb fucking basic oppression bullshit.
Well, and like, I get the feeling that the queen and Evangeline could be like talking, where she could be like, look, you're gonna be the queen eventually, and there's some shit you need to know about how to deal with being queen, so come on, girl, I'm gonna teach you. Like,
but no.
There should be some serious, like, team up there. But no.
I mean, you can even have her hate everybody, because I understand, because they're bad rich people who,
right,
you know, exist.
They've been fighting to get to this point anyway. Impress the man theatrics.
Like, if she could hate everybody equally, I guess I'd also be fine with that. But it's obviously a very narrowed focused. Yeah, all the rich dudes have approval for her.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely divided down the gender line, and it's so infuriating.
And it would just really be nice to have, you know, a female author writing dystopian fantasy not continue that kind of bullshit when it's like, you have people who have fucking crazy-ass mutant powers. What's so wrong about the fantasy where you don't have cattiness and
Right.
needing to impress men?
Right. No, because if we didn't have that, it would be unrealistic.
How unrealistic!
Because all of the things that have been happening so far are super realistic, and I'm invested and believe everything.
I'm waiting for Evangeline to do something stupid in public to Mare, and then Evangeline getting told this is not appropriate for a queen, and then she takes out her anger for having done it in the first place out on Mare again. I'm just waiting to see that.
What was that?
I'm waiting for Evangeline to do something to Mare in public, and then Evangeline
to be like...
the queen or the king or even Cal saying that's inappropriate. You're supposed to be a queen. You're not supposed to be doing this. And then because she gets pissed off that she got told off by someone who actually has the power to say hell no, she goes back after Mare again.
Right, if the queen was the one who said, yo, calm down, you've won, you're fine, stop it, that would be nice.
I mean, I feel like the undercurrent of secret cattiness is probably not going to become a thing between anybody but Mare and Evangeline. I think they're probably going to keep a lid on that.
As far as, like, doing it publicly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, as Maverinthia says, it's going to happen, and maybe Mare will have to quickly cover her blood up or something. Because no one's going to be able to, notice immediately, right? She'll find a way. She'll do it so quick.
It's fine.
Super quick.
Yeah, so when she starts bleeding, all the Silvers are going to see, and they're going to start revolting against the king and queen for hiding a red in their midst as
that would actually be like
princess.
A good plot twist halfway through this book.
Right.
I feel like
that's not going to happen.
You spent 3 weeks tricking us. Why? Did you think through your plan? No.
It turns out you guys are terrible strategists.
Yeah, right? And, like, what if in the future they had to actually get married, and then they were like, you need to be producing an heir. What do? When your child, like, covered in blood.
Right. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. No, nobody thought... No, well, she did say she thought they were probably going to kill her before long, and I don't doubt that, because she is engaged to the queen's son, and that is making the queen extra salty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Which is also makes me go, why?
Right.
Why not just be like, oh, she has no one, we're going to adopt her into our family. So we can keep a nice close eye on you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Keep your enemies closer. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
But there's no need to...
But they don't ever even tell us if a Silver and a Red can have kids.
Well, God, that never happened. Ugh.
I mean, I assume they're not that biologically incompatible.
Yeah.
I don't know. One bleeds silver and has a silver menstrual cycle, and another one has a red menstrual cycle.
That's actually kind of a good point. It might be hazardous for the mother of either type of blood to have a child with someone with different blood. It could essentially be poisonous to her.
No, that's true.
Because that happens enough when some women are carrying baby boys that, like, their body goes, the fuck is... So, to have entirely different blood.
Yeah, that's... I think, though, you guys are thinking about it more than...
Oh, right, I forgot.
The author might think about it.
Right.
Well, the author is supposed to be thinking about this thing. She's supposed to know the world better than the readers are supposed to know, and so far I'm kind of making things up as I go for it to make sense.
You're filling in the holes, and we appreciate it, Robin.
So, no, your comment about how Evangeline didn't strike you as a posse type, it reminded me of just, like, the way that there's just all of these girls hanging around now. And I'm gonna be really sad if we have to go Mean Girls.
I don't think so, because I think it's just gonna be Evangeline and Mare. I think those girls are basically props for
Okay, they're just
the one
background
contest.
noise.
Yeah, I think if I doubt she'll have much interaction beyond with the princes and the royal family.
They'll otherwise just keep her locked in her tower.
Yeah, I don't think, and her guards, I don't think they're gonna do this social thing more than a couple of times, maybe.
Let's hope so.
And I don't think it's gonna be a gang up situation, because again, Evangeline seemed like nobody liked them anyway.
Yeah.
And she took the time to smirk at them, so she obviously doesn't really give a shit about them either.
Yeah.
So I think she's probably in her own exceptional woman. Do you guys have anything else, or should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm good for now. Next, we're going to be on Tuesday.
Yes. Next meetup is going to be this coming Tuesday, the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are gonna kill me.
Yes, we are. But you'll have a big extended week to read the rest of it after that, because we'll be meeting up again the next Thursday.
Yes.
So this week, and I made it so that we had to read less, like one chapter less. We're reading chapters 11 through 16.
All right.
And we are meeting back up here Tuesday, August 11th at 11 p.m.
All right.
Not 10, 11 next week. And that is going to be the only week that it's weird. We'll go back to the normal Thursday at 10.
Okay.
For the rest of the meetups.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'll still be alive by Tuesday. So
we'll revive you. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Oh, hopefully we managed to revive Zombie Ollie. So.
Yep, we did.
Gave me more pain.
And she's here, and we're happy to have her.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I miss you guys.
All right, so thanks for chatting with us, you guys. It was really exciting to see so many people.
Oh,
like
I know.
the chat thing says like 7. I'm like, oh my god.
I know. When we were here earlier, I was just like, look at this. There's people.
It's like 1 or 2. I think the most we've ever had was 2 for the other book.
It's good
Yeah,
that I'm here.
So. Yeah, it is Ollie. Ollie drew everybody.
It has to be Ollie. Everyone was like, Ollie's back! And they were all like, we gotta listen because she talks over everyone.
Oh my god, Ollie talks over everyone. I love
that she does that. She goes into rants.
She swears like a fucking sailor.
Yes,
Silly voices.
This is what you guys have been missing, right?
This is what you wanted, isn't it? Are you not entertained?
Ollie is a star.
I am the best.
Okay, so that is it. We are going to stop because it's been a really long time. We need to let everybody probably go to bed or something.
Yeah. We'll let you guys, sort yourselves out. Good luck.
Yeah, enjoy the next few chapters, and we will see you again on Tuesday.
Oh, hi, kids.
We'll see what happens.
All right, laters.
Bye.
They're too afraid of Becca. That is possible.
Okay, this is it. We're ending it.